Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever just stopped and listened? I mean, really listened? Our world is a symphony of sounds we usually tune out. Every single rustle, tap, hum, and whisper has a source, a story, and a whole lot of science behind it. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and give these unsung sounds their moment in the spotlight. Let's start with a sound you probably heard last night. You get up for a midnight snack, open the fridge, and there it is. That constant low hum. If your refrigerator could talk, it might say something like this. Hey, that's me. I'm over here working hard, cooling the air, compressing gases, and pushing molecules around to keep your food fresh. That hum is the sound of me doing my job, quietly and efficiently. You probably don't even notice me until I start making a really weird, loud noise, right? But I'm always here, humming away. It's the sound of thermodynamics in action, right in your kitchen. Okay, next up. Picture this. You walk into a dark room. What's the first thing you do? You flip a switch. Click. That sharp, satisfying sound is so common. But what is it? If that light switch had a voice, it would tell you. That click is the sound of instant power. When you flip me, you're completing an electrical circuit. That snap you hear is the sound of metal contacts meeting, allowing electrons to suddenly surge across a tiny gap. In that split second, I bridge the divide, and boom, your light comes alive. It's the sound of a controlled spark, a tiny bridge for a river of electricity. Now, let's talk about those spooky sounds in the middle of the night. You're walking down a hallway and the floorboards creak. It can be a little unsettling, but it's just your house talking to you. If those wooden planks could speak, they'd probably groan. Oof, take it easy. I'm not just a flat surface, you know. I'm made of wood, and I expand and contract with even the slightest changes in temperature and humidity throughout the day. That creak you just heard? That's just me shifting and settling, rubbing against another board or a nail. I'm just trying to get comfortable. So maybe give me a little slack, huh? It's a simple lesson in material science, playing out right under your feet. Here's another one. On a windy day, you might hear a faint, high-pitched whisper coming from a window or a door. It's the wind. But why does it make that specific sound? The airflow itself would explain. You can't see me, but I'm a powerful force. When I'm squeezed through a tiny crack, everything changes. The pressure drops, I speed up, and I start to create tiny whirlpools and eddies. That's turbulence. That whistling you hear is the sound of my chaotic dance, the vibration of air molecules rushing through a narrow space. It's physics in its most fluid form. It's the ghost in the machine, the invisible made audible. Finally, a sound most of us create all day long, the tapping of a keyboard. Click, clack, clack. You're writing an email, a comment, or maybe even a novel. Each one of those sounds is a tiny, precise event. If an individual key could talk, it would say, "Don't just mash me." Each time you press down, you're activating a whole mechanism. There's a spring compressing, a tiny pivot moving, and a switch making contact. That click is the grand finale of that little journey, the sound of the impact echoing through the keyboard's frame and up into your ears. It's a mechanical ballet, performed thousands of times a day. Every single tap is a tiny percussive beat in the rhythm of your work. So, the next time you hear that hum from the fridge, the click of a switch, a creak in the floor, or the tap of a key, take a second. Listen closer. You'll realize that these aren't just background noise. They are the sounds of physics, of engineering, of materials flexing and moving. They are tiny hidden stories of how our world works. There's an elegance to it, isn't there? Now I want to hear from you. Which everyday sound have you always been curious about? What should we dive into and deconstruct next? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this little sound safari, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world around us. See you in the next one.